Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back. If you're returning, it's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do a what's coming towards you general collective reading. As I am recording this, we currently have Sun in Gemini, Moon is in Pisces. So we have officially started Gemini season. So shout out and happy birthday to all of the Geminis. We're gonna, jump right on in. It is May 21st as I'm recording this. And let's see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection that we need as it pertains to the collective and what is coming towards you. Know that the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's see, I'm starting out with the mixed emotions deck just to see how the collective is feeling. And then, we'll go through the reading as I'm guided. Let's see, Spirit, what's going on? What does the collective need to know as it pertains to what's coming towards them for this Gemini season? Okay, one more. Bottom of the deck we have surprised, which says startled, astonished, and shocked. So this could be, or you guys know, like for me, this card is like the Tower. Towers don't have to be bad. Some towers are necessary, and needed. They could be good, quote unquote, or, positive or negative. I'll say it like that. Up under that, we have resistant, which says rebellious, defensive, and closed. And then we have embarrassed, which says self-conscious, awkward, and exposed. And then we have grief with receptive. So this makes me feel like whether this is energy is you or someone you're energetically connected to. Yeah, I'll get to that. What I'm feeling right now is either like what's coming towards you, since that's, the intention set for this reading. There is some type of, they're saying reveal. There could be a tower that's coming. This turtle could be, internal, where it's like, a realization or like a sudden epiphany that you're having within yourself. For some of you, I'm not gonna lie, it feels like this is an external tower, especially with resistant here. So this could be like some, shocking event or reveal, or I don't know, that could possibly be exposing someone, where they're almost wanting to resist this exposure, like, because I'm hearing damage control, because it's almost like with the grief here and receptive, there was something that someone is regretting, like not, the word that I'm hearing is nurturing, not taking care of. It's with this receptive card. It makes me feel like this person was, I don't know if they were giving something or put within a situation that was supposed to, help them, grow, honestly, with hopeful, relieved, and inspired. Like it was supposed to almost like help expand them. But with the hateful card here, yeah, it's almost like, to me, the hateful card is, when someone is angry within themselves. Whoever's in this energy, they're mad at themselves because they could have been, walking, in too much pride or arrogance and ego with the proud card here. Yeah. But that's what it feels like up under the deck, because hopeful is a card of being, optimistic, having faith, planting seeds. And it's almost like, someone, especially like the way that I'm seeing it with this receptive card, they were given an opportunity to, have a new beginning, but they didn't water it. Either they didn't know how to receive it, they didn't nurture it or take care of it. It's almost like, because what they're saying, like, having a plant and expecting it to still, grow without watering it, without putting it in the sunlight. Sometimes you even have to talk, like you talk to your plants. Like, yeah, it makes me feel like, especially if this is something someone did, like with a person or to a person, they didn't do anything to foster the growth of, for some of you, it's a connection, whatever caliber that may be. I'm hearing the word moocher. And I also am hearing like someone's inner dialogue, like it didn't have to be this way. Like either someone is saying that to themselves or saying it to another person. You could be the one saying it, or you could be the one like someone is saying this to. But with relieved and inspired, yeah, it would have, helped. Like I almost feel like whatever this opportunity was, had they nurtured it, they would have been like, in a way, like literally like inspired to do a whole bunch of stuff. Very creative. And for some of you, if this was another person, it's almost like God and spirit like introduced you to or put someone in your sphere who was very creative, that was almost, put there to help you like lighten your load. It's almost like you lacked faith, but now it's almost like I feel like with the receptive card, like why didn't it come to fruition? But let's see. Can I get one for how the collective? That's just what's up underneath. So how's the collective feeling right now? We have trapped, which is like the devil card. It says imprisoned, cornered, stuck. Capricorn energy. Bottom of the deck, we have envious, suspicious, jealous, and possessive. For some of you, there could be someone stuck in like some type of situation or circumstance or connection. Or they could be viewing you or feeling this envious energy towards you and afraid like you're going to align with like another person that's more, you know, balanced for you. It's almost like the energy that I'm getting is watching their gift being given to someone else. Whatever that is, whatever was presented to this person, they're stuck in this devil energy, and it's almost like they're on the outside looking in. For some of you, like, it's almost like they're thinking like you're already with someone else, whether that's the true or not. But with the afraid here, that's what, you know, they fear. But it's like, what? Can I get another one? Yep. Because they're seeing you in this energy with free. It says liberated, independent, and unburdened. Or for some of you, or, you know, whoever is in this energy, they want to be out of it. Literally. With free and safe at the bottom. Yep, and then here's that sad card. It almost feels like, because safe says sheltered, secured, and protected. And then sad says unhappy, joyless, and dejected. Yeah, so for some of you, I feel like there's an outside energy that's watching you be in this free and safe energy. And it's almost like with sad, exhausted, and stressed. Yep, and then we have ashamed. Oh man, we're unfulfilled. They are... They're not good right now. But it almost is giving me like the energy of like they did too much. Especially with this sad and exhausted here. Like, and it also feels like for some of you, this could be you. It doesn't have to be. But for some of you, if this is the energy that you're resonating with, you could be like regretting going in a different decision. You went in a direction that made it harder for you. So this is what comes with it: the stress, the guilt, the shame, the unfulfillment. And for some of you, that tower is realizing, like, with the resistant, yeah, and vulnerable. With the surprised, resistant, and vulnerable, that you're realizing that you being in this energy, you resisted, like, in a way, like, opening up. Like, it's because they're showing me the receptive card again, where their hands are out waiting for the rain to come down. How can you want things to, you know, first of all, rain is necessary for things to grow. You're looking for the rain to come down for you, but I almost feel like it was intentional. You intentionally didn't open up to allow the rain to come in. It's like you tried to stop the rain, or like you were presented with something and almost like didn't work to upkeep it. Because vulnerable speaks to, being, open and an energy to receive. But it's like whoever's in this energy, they wanted to receive without giving. Because it's almost like they didn't want to be looked at as like, as vulnerable, but what? Like, I'll get one more. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? So now we have unsure and the happy card. So I'm feeling this two ways. For whoever's in this trapped energy, it's almost like with the unsure card, they don't know what to do. They know that they want out from a situation, a circumstance, whatever it may be, but they're unsure of how to go about it because this is what they want, the happy card. And for some of you, if this is someone that's watching you and you're in this free energy, it's almost like they don't know. It's almost like someone is trying to speculate like what you're doing, where you're going, and they know that this is what you're going towards. It's almost like they don't know how you're getting there though. Like, it's none of your business. Like, why are you worried about this person? Like, mind your business. That's what it makes me want to say. Like, you had your chance and you blew it. Yeah, because we have comforted at the bottom. So this person is, whoever's in the trapped energy, is like they're in search of this comfort energy. It says reassured, consoled, and nourished. And if someone is in this free energy, they're free to go whichever way they want to go about obtaining this happiness. And comfort is like afforded to them. All right, let's see. What are we going to use? Go with Wisdom of the Oracle. I'll get one. What sport is that? Because they're drawing me back to this free energy, and I'm hearing like a commentator, like it's going, gone. Is that in baseball? Like when you hit a home run? Whoever is in this free energy, I don't know why this is significant, but they're giving it to me like you hit something out of the park. It's coming towards the collective. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have the never-ending story. And like for some of you, I feel like whoever is in this trapped energy, like it's almost like this person always finds themselves like stuck in a cycle or repeating a cycle. And then up under that we have the unfinished symphony. And then up under that we have poised. and between worlds. Yeah, because it's almost like whoever's in this energy, it's almost like every time they get presented with an opportunity to grow, it's almost like they either freeze or they're with the poise card, like they're so stuck in their ways, like they're like unwilling to budge. They're saying 1 foot in, 1 foot out with the between worlds. But with the clean it up card, it's like, yeah, for some of them, like, it's like, I feel like saying, like, get your act together. Get your act together. Because that's why everything is always left, like, there's always, like, things left undone. Nothing is ever completed for whoever is in this energy. It's almost like they don't see it through, they don't follow through. But it's almost like with the never ending story, they like sit in like a woe is me mentality or like mindset or energy, even wasting time. Because you see she's sitting on an hourglass, like you just like this person lets time like pass them by, like they don't utilize their time. Like this person could struggle with like time management, don't know how to manage their time. So it's almost like I almost feel like this person just lives life like very, the only word I can think of is like chaotically. Like there's never a plan, there's never structure or again like time management. Like it's crazy. But it almost feels like they've been doing it for so long, like they're just stuck. Like I feel like someone is frozen in this energy. Can I get one? That came right out. Uh-huh. So we have the thinker card coming out. Whether this is masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter, but I'm feeling like a very King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the building blocks, which is like the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so someone is like trying to figure out how they, like I said, they're in search for this comfort. For some of them, they may not be sleeping. We have time for a nap. Up under that, like they may, someone literally may be looking for like a home, some type of home. Look, I can't make this shit up. Co-create and no place like home. Or at least trying to get to a place that is comfortable for them, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. But that's what they're trying to create. They're either in search of it. You see how she's looking. But it's almost like with the co-create card, like you have to do your part too. You have to put in your part too. Whatever, I don't know what that is, but it's almost like you have to do your part. Like you're not just gonna, you have to like put the energy out there. But you're not, like whoever's in this energy, they're not putting that energy out there. They're thinking about it. This is someone who is very like analytical, or they like in a way like solely rely on logic. Like things have to make like logistical sense to this person for whatever reason, or this is just how this person is. Like it's hard for this person to see things like, or I almost feel like comprehend things that don't come through logically. but everything is not logical. Let's go with the radiant wise. What time is it? What's going on, Spirit? What's going on? What's coming towards the collective? Now, for some of you, because this is what's coming towards you, for some of you, if it feels very masculine, so I'm going to say it's a King of Swords type of energy. They could either be coming towards you, wanting to collaborate with you, because it's almost like you have this discomfort that they're like, it's almost like you have what they're seeking. That's what it feels like. But use your discernment. For some of you, I feel like I don't have to tell you that, but for some of you, like I do. But what's going on as it pertains to this energy and spread? Because if you're this free energy, it almost feels like with the thinker and the building blocks, it's almost like you, how can I say this? It's almost like whatever you think or whatever you say, it comes to pass for you. Because you're not, in a way, like you're not limiting yourself. Even if you don't know the way forward, you move in a direction that like your soul guides you. It almost feels like, with this free, unsure, and happy. Like you go in a direction that makes you happy. Why would you go any other direction? So that's how things like end up working out for you, and whatever that may be. What's going on, Spirit? Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands, which is masculine fire energy. And I feel like this King of Wands, although like this thinker card comes through as the way I'm feeling it as a King of Swords, the King of Wands and the King of Swords are, opposite energies, but they're also counterparts, where the King of Wands is Leo energy, the King of Swords is Aquarius energy. Then up under that, we have the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So I'll start here with the King of Wands, because normally the King of Wands is he's a masculine energy, whether it's male or female, doesn't matter, but it's a masculine energy that, normally takes, action. The only thing that I've always felt with the King of Wands energy, just in general, is like, they're fire. So fire deals with vision. It's almost like this masculine, like if they can't see it, like they don't believe it. Like if it's not in their physical reality, they struggle with believing it. Now for this King of Wands, this is like almost like that proud card, where they may present themselves as someone who's sturdy and stable, but they're almost like driven by their ego. So it's almost like I'm getting like the energy of I do what I want, like how I want, when I want, you know, as long as people are like, as long as I'm getting the attention. And with the Page of Pentacles, they're, you know, having like that, you know, hold up, wait, stop moment. They're looking at it, you know, or they will be looking at it through like a new perspective with the Page of Pentacles. It's almost like for me, the Page of Pentacles is always a card of reflection. So this person could be reflecting on, like I said, them rejecting an opportunity. Because look at how he's stuck on that tree, arms crossed. They rejected the Ace of Cups because of this not wanting to open up and be vulnerable. We've seen it in the mixed emotions deck. They either rejected this opportunity, you know, completely disregarded it or whatever, because in taking it, it's almost like they knew they would have to at least, at the very least, be this Knight of Cups. And you can't be a Knight of Cups and try to show up to a Queen of Pentacles that way. Like, because I'm hearing like the bare minimum. If this is someone that, you know, if you're a feminine energy and you're dealing with this person, it's like they gave you the bare minimum. But it's almost because of what they seen on the outside. They could have seen you as like you were able to like take care of yourself. You had everything together. But what they didn't see was this, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. They didn't see that you were really like a wish come true. That was to help them expand. And it was, you know, it was actually something that they could see with the Ace of Swords. That's crazy, right? Like, that shit is crazy. And for some of them, you know, the truth of the matter is they were supposed to co-create this with you. The Six of Pentacles and create the Ten of Cups. But this person honestly ended up like robbing themselves of the Ten of Cups because they could have breadcrumbed you, they really didn't give, or they were rather, they were taking more than they were giving. So it left them at the Five of Pentacles. And now here we have that grief card, the Five of Cups. Like, they rejected you for these three cups when, you know, you were presented to this person or whatever, this opportunity, they rejected it. But now that what they rejected you for ain't even, it's no longer viable. And they're still like crying over spilled milk. But you didn't realize what you had behind you. The Two of Cups. They still don't, for some of them, they still don't realize this Two of Cups behind them. And the feminine energy has one of the cups. And she's just, you know, in her energy. This is bogus. Can I get one for trapped? Why is trapped here? Yeah, this person feels like this Ace of Wands is like they're being kept from it or keeping themselves from it because there's change required for it. And it's almost like this person doesn't want to. They just like, they stand at the crossroads of change. Can I get one for free? Can I get one for free? Yep. So whoever is in this free energy, look, the Ace of Cups. This is 2 aces. Wow. But at the bottom of the deck, yeah, look, this is someone who tried either this masculine, like I said, this 5 of Swords is almost coming through as like that envious card and the mixed emotions that where, you know, this person, like they didn't care. They didn't care who they hurt. They only cared about their own feelings if this is in regards to a connection. Like, so it's almost like they sabotaged it because there was like a need to win or even a need to compete with this person. But you can't compete with somebody where you're stuck and they're free. There is no competition. And because this person is free, look what's the Ace of Cups is coming in for them. And it almost feels like with this 5 of Swords, like, yeah, this, and it's almost, you know what it makes me feel like? It's almost like whoever's in this energy or that did this, they did it because, like, how can I say this? Because they fucked it up, they want to fuck it up for this person. Like, because they fucked up their opportunity to have this Ace of Cups, they don't want this person to get, like I said that before, didn't I? I don't know. So much comes through in these readings. I forget what I've already said, but yeah. They could be trying to sabotage this Ace of Cups for whoever is in this free energy. But it's almost like you'll put in the work for that, but you wouldn't put in the work to work on this when you like what? That is dumb. This person this person also, like, if this is a job, you know who this is? This is like a person who is like watching another person like get promoted, or someone is about to get promoted if this is a job, resonating as a job situation for you. And it's almost like this person would be the employee that tries to like evade all the work, or, you know, this is the one that comes late, leaves early, you know, does the bare minimum but makes it look like they did all this work when they really didn't. Is that type of energy. Can I get one for unsure? Unsure. Gemini, can I just get one, please, Spirit? Unsure. Why is unsure here? Lost cards. So now we have the Queen of Wands, yeah. So the feminine energy is showing up as the Queen of Wands. That makes me feel like I'm feeling it a couple of different ways. The first way that I'm feeling it is like, again, like I said, it feels like this feminine energy is like in this free energy. So it's almost like they don't need to know the way. Like, it's almost like this queen can just feel it, you know. Fire and water signs are like the feeler signs. So even though like they are unsure of where they're going next or what they're doing, or, you know, they may be in this intuition, in this energy for themselves, she's a queen that is, you know, how can I say it? Like it has to feel right to her, kind of just like the Queen of Cups. It has to feel right. And it feels like this is, what this queen is doing. For some of you, this is how you're being viewed by this masculine energy. And it's almost like because you're in such like this radiating and magnetic energy, they're unsure of like even like coming towards you because of how they, possibly could have rejected you in the past and been very like reactionary towards you with the Knight of Swords. But I feel like you're sitting in your feminine energy, and you're, attracting what is for you. Can I get one for the happy card? Yeah, see? You're waiting for, your ships to come in if you're this feminine energy. And if this is this masculine energy, it's almost like they don't know what to expect. But you're not moving from a place of lack with this Five of Pentacles. Because you see how she looks very sure of herself. She knows what she wants. That wand is in her hand. And see, she has, I've never noticed the sunflower she was holding in her hand. But that makes me feel like whatever direction she goes, her happiness goes with her. And then we have the Three of Wands, yeah. Here's the Four of Wands, which could represent home. Having a solid foundation. But it's almost like this masculine energy is looking for like some type of reprieve from this Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles energy. Whether this lack is physical, mental, spiritual, it's definitely emotional with the Five of Cups being here. And with the Seven of Wands, yeah, it's almost like this person resisted and, like with the Two of Pentacles, like played around when they were supposed to, make a decision. They didn't. So it's almost like there's a missed opportunity. We have the Two of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles, which is the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to get one for the thinker. Where are we at? One for the thinker. Yeah, see, because whoever's in this thinking energy or thinker energy, they hit rock bottom. This is definitely rock bottom. So they don't know what to do. And for some of them, it's like a wake-up call where this is the end of whatever illusion they were constructing for themselves. Yep. Because they didn't want to face the truth, the reality of a situation with the Two of Swords. But it's almost like they're not going to have a choice. They have to face this. And for some of you, like if it's that work situation, whoever was in this situation, they could be getting caught, and like the boss is reaching out to them. Like, yeah, we need to. So it's almost like it's almost like an energy of impending doom where they're like, yeah, you're not Like they're almost expecting like possibly to be fired, but it's almost like they thought that no one was going to catch on. So this is like an energy of like, I ain't doing nothing. Like I'm doing like, but no, you're not, and you know that. And even if you're like with the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords, it makes me want to feel like for some of you, you knew that like you couldn't do this job, or for like, I hate to say it like that, but it's almost like you knew, or it's not even that you knew. It's almost like you didn't even try. You like what you did try to do was like get over, because the 8 to the 10 is this 2. And the 2 is like not wanting to recognize or acknowledge the truth of a situation. But then from the 2 to the 8 is the 6 of Swords, which is normally a card of going from chaos to calm. And, you know, getting to calmer waters. But it's almost like, can you really get there when you like you're aware of what you're doing? Or it's like you almost like didn't even like trust or want to challenge yourself, because this is like that stuck energy, that frozen energy I was feeling. Another one for the Ace of Wands. Look, we got the Two of Wands, yeah. So this person, oh, there he is. I knew he was going to show the King of Swords. So this masculine energy is like literally at a crossroads. They know what they want. They're just not taking any action. The Ace of Cups. What is this Ace of Cups? We have the Page of Swords. Again, if you're a feminine energy and this Ace of Cups is coming in, it's almost like someone is trying to like get intel on it. That's what it makes me feel like. They're trying to get intel on this Ace of Cups. Can I add another one for the Page of Swords? Or someone could be watching to see when and if this comes in for you. Yeah, but they got them all up in a frenzy with the Five of Wands. Whoever this is, though, they're on the outside looking in. They may, you know, this could be someone that, you know, may even like, because pages are messages, so they could be asking you like, are you with someone? Or, you know, asking you questions in regards to this Ace of Cups. But it's because they are, either they're the Five of Wands, they're internally struggling with this because they hesitated with you. They hesitated in moving forward with you and collaborating with you as the Knight of Pentacles, and coming forth as the Chariot to collaborate with you. Or they're like using this as a distraction in a way, I almost feel. Or trying to. They may try to use it as a distraction from what's going on with them. Can I get one more for the Page of Swords? The Six of Swords, here it is. Yeah. Or they're actually like seeing, because like I said, this energy, like this reading is called the What's Coming Towards You. This person knows that if they do decide to come towards you, they have to get rid of this Five of Wands energy. They must cut it away. Because the 5 to the 2 is the 3. But it's almost like they don't want to cut it away. Or they're just conflicted about you moving on. Because here we have the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Yeah. Can I get one for the Queen of Wands? This person could also be trying to create conflict or drama to keep you from, like, to interfere with this Ace of Cups, but that's not going to happen. The Queen of Wands. Yep, the Moon. So this is just double confirmation of what I already said with this coming out for the Queen of Wands, the Moon. This Queen of Wands is moving in silence. Or like the moon energy is like almost veiling this person's moves, which in a way is like they're being protected by the moon, because where they're going with the Chariot and who they're working with, like this King of Wands is hell-bent on trying to figure out where this Queen of Wands is going, what they're doing, who they're doing it with. And it's like, for what? Ew. Like trying to figure out who you're working with, or how you know stuff that hasn't almost like it's almost like this Queen of Wands could also be like someone who this masculine sees as like I guess the only way I can see it is like seeing in the, or say it is seeing in the dark. Like they know stuff before it comes to light. And they're like, well, like, it's almost like, well, who are they working with? No, they're not working with nobody. This God, this spirit. They're not working with nobody. They trust. They go in the direction that they're led to go. That's what it is. That's what it means. But they're also very protected as well. Can I get another one for the Moon? Can I get another one for the Moon? Look, I'm telling you. They could possibly, like, especially with the Chariot card, like they're ruled by the Moon. The Chariot is Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the Moon. So they're in tune with the energy. Like it's natural for this person. It's the Moon that moves this person. This is someone who could also be like very like almost tapped in, spiritually, energetically. Like they're not, the magician already has all the tools that they need. They don't need to work with others. And the only other they're working with is almost like spirit with this Three of Pentacles. Or, however you prefer to call it, spirit, God, whatever the case may be. They work with the influences. Can I get one for... That's too many. Can I get one for the Three of Wands? Yep, we have the Strength card coming out. And normally the Strength card is A card of courage, determination. I'm hearing the word, capability, but it's also strength as well. Then we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Whoever's in this Three of Pentacles, which it feels like this, could be possibly this masculine energy. It's almost like, yeah, they're trying to like it almost feels like do some type of damage control with the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Because they're waiting for their ships to come in. But in that waiting, it's almost like they're trying to like hold something down or stop something from coming out. And that's this Seven of Swords. But you can't do that. Because the sun here is going to expose it. It's going to come to light. What's done in the dark comes to light. Like, there's nothing you can do to stop it. All right, another one. For the Strength card. Or with the Strength card and the Three of Wands. What time is it? Strength card and the Three of Wands. Look, I'm telling you. I am telling you, the Star. And the Star, like, yeah, it's going to be like they're saying for all to see. That's what I'm hearing, for all to see. And then the bottom of the card, we have Death with the Magician. Yeah, because this person like doesn't want to be seen. Give me one more, please. Why the Star here? Look, we have the World and the Devil. But being this exposure is going to close this cycle off with the Devil, which is this trapped energy. It's actually freeing you. But this person is like they're stressed. You have the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So in between there's the Ace of Swords, which is that truth, that clarity, but it's also a cutting. But you were like, it was almost like you were bound, like you couldn't move in this energy. For some of them, they're trying to keep like this Star energy. Like they're trying to keep like almost like a feeling or a knowing that the feminine energy, like I don't know if they like they could watch this feminine energy. Like I don't know, like on TV or online, they could watch this feminine energy. And, it's almost like what they're trying to hide or keep down. And what they're expecting is another go round with this person. But it's almost like if you want another cycle with this person, you have to come as this strength energy. Like you have to be bold and, confident. Can I get one for the Ten of Swords? All right, have a good day. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, it fell on my lap. This is just double confirmation again. I'm going to put it back. But can I get one for the Ten of Swords? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. Yeah. So that makes me feel like, yeah, this person, like, they're sitting at rock bottom. And normally with the Ten of Wands, that's an energy of being, like, overworked or overburdened or taking on more than you can handle. And it's actually, like, needing to be released, where this person, like, they're still holding on to it. It's almost like this is that in between world, that in and out, one foot in, one foot out energy, and realizing that that's like the energy that needs to be dropped, because it's what caused this Ten of Swords, this energy, this unsurety, this, for some of them it's impulsivity, you know, overall just being like non-committed to anything. Can I get another one for this Ten of Swords? Yeah, they need to release this burden. And then look, we have a Queen of Swords at the bottom. Some of them are realizing like they went against a Queen of Swords, like something that they said to a Queen of Swords. It's almost like there's anger here in this Knight of Swords. I'm almost feeling like the blame game, like they want to blame this Queen of Swords for something, but they're not to blame, because what they said was real. What they said was true. Like if it came through from the Page of Cups energy. It's pure innocence. Like they told you something, you know, they could have possibly told you something, or what they said, or how they see it, how they see things, like it was true, it was pure, it was very well pure intended. As the Page of Cups, it couldn't have came no purer. Give me another one. Maybe you didn't like the way that they told you, but at least they were being real with you. They didn't lie. Because this almost feels like this Knight of Swords is wanting to combat the truth. You can't. Can I get one for the Knight of Swords? We have the High Priestess coming out. Yeah, because they knew. They knew it too. Like, you can't combat or deny, like, intuition. Where this feminine energy was led by their intuition, and this person's intuition told them the truth. It's almost like they just didn't want to hear it. That's what it feels like to me. Can I get another one for this Knight of Swords and the High Priestess? It's almost like for some of you, I feel like for some of you, you could have went to this person for like guidance or assistance. That's what I'm feeling too. Like you look to this person because of this reason. But it's almost like what they told you and what you knew was like, yeah, you would have to commit. And in whatever situation, in a job, you would actually have to do the work. And that what you just didn't want to do the work? What the what? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, this is hurting my brain. You wanted to take your sweet ass time. You really didn't want to invest. And not to say that the Knight of Pentacles is a bad, like but the Knight of Pentacles, like I said, they have a plan. They are a planner. They think for the long term. You know, it's slow and steady wins the race. And I think I even said in the beginning of the video that this person lives a life without, like, they live very chaotically. Like, there is no plan. There's nothing ever, like, structured for this person. And it's almost like this high priestess could have told you, or you them, however it's resonating for you, like, yo, you gotta like pump your brakes a little bit, like slow down. Like, what are you rushing for? Things like, you're not gonna become whatever it is that you want to be overnight. You have to put in the work. Nobody goes to sleep at night and wakes up a millionaire. Like, no. And if it does happen, like, I don't know. Maybe there's ways that it can, but it's not common. It's very rare. So to really, like, it's almost like this person had that expectation of either getting this person or getting this job. Like, they were just gonna like blow up the next day, and you didn't do nothing. You was never on time. You didn't put in anything. You were late if it's at work. Like, you came late, left early, did the bare minimum, and you like, what the what? Forgive me, y'all, but no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, definitely with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you blew it. Because that's just like, yeah, you like, I feel like someone was just all over the place, or always trying to find like a way to like take the easy way out or find a shortcut. They were using their magician energy like the wrong way. Like, there's no way. Yeah, I can't. Can I get one for this thinker, and then we'll grab the guidance and advice? The thinker. What is this thinker energy? So we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. So it's almost like, yeah, this person is trying to, look, I can't make this shit up. They're trying to think of a way to grow forward and release themselves from this illusion. And for some of you, like, not for nothing, I don't even know, like, I don't even feel right saying what I'm about to say, but because it's here, I'm going to say it. They want to talk to this feminine energy. They want to, that you may get some type of message, but I don't even know if, like, you even want to talk to this person. I mean, granted, you might, like, that's up to you if you're resonating as a feminine energy, but there ain't nothing to talk about. Like, that's what I feel. Like, there's nothing to talk about. This shit is ridiculous, man. And it pisses me off. Like, and I apologize because, like, it's just, it blows my mind that, like, and maybe, you know what, maybe that this is something for me to, like, and deal with, like, within my own, you know, person, because I don't get it. Like, this makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Like, I don't understand why someone would do this to themselves, why they would do this to another person. Like, cause what is the goal? What? I'm not gonna knowingly do this to myself or to another person. I feel more so feel bad for, you know, whoever would even, like, why would you even do this to yourself? That's the first thing. How you gonna be, like, janky with yourself? Nah. We have the Queen of Cups coming out with this Wheel of Fortune here, and that makes me feel like, yeah, someone, yeah, they're trying to get to this feminine energy because they know, like, and especially with the Empress at the bottom, they know that this queen is everything. They have it all. And I don't mean that in a physical sense, but they're, you know, they have the qualities of, like, being, like, it almost makes me feel like the total package. They're almost intimidated, but how well this person puts it all together. Because all of the queens make the Empress. We've seen all of them. And 2 of them is out here right now. It almost feels like this person is either wanting to get to this feminine energy or like needing to expand in an emotional way. And if this is work for some of you, what I feel is like there's someone like who is in competition with this feminine energy. There's like a masculine energy, male or female, doesn't matter. The gender doesn't matter for any of this shit. But whoever, somebody was in competition with another person. Like trying to almost like one up another, employee. Or try to be seen as something like they were not. But now it's coming time to have to like in a way like show and prove or like account for what they've done or what they've been doing. Because whatever it is, if it's a work situation, the boss is privy to it. Or a higher up, whoever it is, they're privy to this. But let's grab the guidance and advice because I gotta go. What's the guidance and advice, Spirit, as it pertains to this energy and spread for the collective? What's the guidance and advice? Everything comes full circle, bro. That's what this card is making me feel like. The never-ending story. That's exactly what it's making me feel like. Because it was the first card we started out with. 37, which breaks down to a 10. So it's some type of, cycle closing. We have the world, which is that energy. We got 2 tens out here, the 10 of swords and the 10 of wands. All right. So it says, the never-ending story. Essential meanings is self-criticism, the wounded ego, and unnecessary drama. The Oracle's message. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary drama. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as the victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. The relationship message. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another person that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to a successful relationship, to the success of a relationship, Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now, you have an opportunity for an important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave out of love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for that part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. The prosperity message. Fear, envy, procrastination, greed, and the perception of victimhood could all be active in your life at this moment. Are you comparing yourself with others, thinking their success should be yours? Maybe you're afraid of all the good that is coming your way, so you step out of your lane totally aware of what you're doing, but seemingly powerless to stop yourself. Are you back where you started, or in a situation that reminds you of past failures? Financial insecurity scaring you? You must learn to love yourself through missteps and sabotaging moments. Use criticism constructively right now. Better yet, stop telling this story altogether. Make up a new one. The universe loves you deeply and will wait for you to figure that out. Tell a new story, and success is all but guaranteed. You can do it. Protection message. This is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and your distance, you're best served by keeping your distance. Your mantra today is not my circus, not my monkeys. All this drama will pass and you will carry on unscathed and blameless. Yo, thank you, Spirit. That's all I have to say. Because it feels like a scapegoat energy. Like there's no like nobody can be used as a scapegoat. Like that's what it makes me feel like. Someone is trying to scapegoat another person, whether that's in a relationship or even a past connection. Even if you're not with this person, it's like can I get one for the never ending story? Or at work, like nah. Yeah, someone's in like heavy denial. Heavy denial. Heavy denial, like not wanting to face the truth. With the two of swords. Can I get one more for this never-ending story? Wow, we got the Six of Wands. So the Two of Wands is, this person just does not want to come out of this energy. But it also makes me feel like with this person being in denial, they're blocking their own way forward by being in this energy. So as always, y'all, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope that, this resonated for some of you. And if not, it just wasn't your story. I hope everyone, enjoys this Gemini season. And if I didn't already say, I thank you all for tuning in with me. And I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Later.